Beating Pokemon with only one type is a notoriously difficult challenge. Last week we used Grass, this week it's Fire, and what better start could we have wanted than this? I'll film that soon. Random shiny Zubat. Oh my goodness me! Random shiny Zubat? That is unbelievable. You never quite expect that to happen, do you? But those random shinies... they will catch us by surprise. We can't use it this run. But I wish we could. Wow! Something to do with fire, but also it was a surprise. Kindle. Unbelievable. Nature guesses anybody? I'm going to go for Jolly. Because I'm a merry man. Quirky. Well, sure. What a lovely surprise today. Shiny Pokemon, just a 1 in 4,096 chance of appearing. So, an unbelievable start, and we're doing a fire run so I can't use it, but maybe in a poison flying run we'll be using Zubat Watch This Space, our new shiny friend, and as we enter the first gym we have a running time of 46 minutes, but our starting timestamp 16 minutes this time around, so we're half an hour in. Oh, that's a lot of damage. No berries yet as well. So maybe one more will get the KO? It does not. Rollout can miss. Okay. And we're off to a loss. Now, Rock type, which this first gym uses, is super effective against fire, but we do have fighting moves with our Chimchar. We're about to evolve into a fire and fighting Pokemon, so we'd be able to take rock moves better, and of course fighting moves are super effective against rocks as well. So even though it's a first try loss, I feel like maybe we'll be able to make relatively swift work of Roark. You can see that we're just getting these power-up punch boosts going and going with our Chimchar here. Chimcharlie, that nickname just had to be done, and hopefully we'll now be able to sweep through the rest of Roark's Pokemon, although Geodude does like to set up these defense curls, so it's taking these attacks much better. Now, as many of you know, there's a dearth of Fire-type Pokemon introduced in Gen 4, so I've had to sub in Pokemon from some other generations in the case of this Fire-type run. That wasn't the case for the Grass run last week. Overall, though, our Grass time was 10 hours 24 minutes. Can Fire beat it? Second try lucky. With all the power-up punches, and now Chimchar's able to evolve into Monferno, and the next gym we have to face is Grass, which we're super effective against. We do some more leveling up against the trainers along the way, pick up some berries in order to take on Commander Mars of Team Galactic. Not shiny though, is it? Unlike the one we found. Poor Mars with her regular Zubat. Don't you worry, Zubat, you're just as worthwhile as a shiny one, you just don't sparkle. Chimcharlie has a little bit of an uphill struggle here, confused in order to try and get the KO onto Zubat. Of course, confusion means that you might just hit yourself as opposed to the opposing Pokemon. Going for Power Up Punch, it might look weird in the face of a Pokemon that double resists it in Poison and Flying, but we're setting up for the Purugly that's lurking in the back. And with fighting type moves, we do have super effective damage, so hopefully we'll be able to sweep through. By the way, you might be able to hear, my voice is a little bit ropey. I got a little bit fluey over the weekend, but I'm coming out the other side of that now, so bear with me. I apologise if I'm not sounding 100%, but I'm nearly back. We do hit ourselves in confusion, which is a real shame, because with all those boosts to our attack, it means we do more damage to ourselves, but hopefully we'll be able to hit through now. We snap out anyway, and into the Purugly. It's nearly the one shot, but not quite, but the berry means that it's going to recover a little bit of HP as well. But Chimchar hangs on through the scratch here. Are we going to be able to just claim it against this Purugly? There's no heal. The Purugly goes down, and now the Zubat comes out, but our Chimcharlie is on such low HP. Are we going to be able to get the KO onto the Zubat, or are we going to have to resort to one of our Pokemon in the back? Both of which, by the way, will be disobeying us because we've had to trade them over from another game, and that's the way the game curbs your power, so that you can't just trade over a level 100 Pokemon over to a new save file and sweep through. Pokemon might disobey and not go with what you're asking for. So, of course, our Grass team last week struggled a lot more against the Grass gym, but with Fire, we should be okay. Again, we're super effective here. You can set up the Reflect Buddy, but unfortunately you're on such low HP. You've got the Roserade in the back, of course, but even so, we can Power Up Punch, as we are doing with Chimcharlie, so we get a boost to our attack, and ultimately when we go for Flame Wheel, it's going to be doing all the more damage, even through Reflect, that boosts the defense of Gardenia's Pokemon, excuse me. So we're just continuing to go for these power-up punches. And of course this is also going to be wasting the Reflect turns that Gardenia's Pokemon have access to, so that we can sweep through all the quicker. May as well just go for broke and get the KO with this power-up punch now. And the Reflect wears off. Chim Charlie dodges the stun spore, so it's no longer so it won't be paralyzed, and Roserade, that is just the one shot. And our Charmander now evolves into Charmeleon. Charmeleon, of course, will ultimately become Charizard, a fire flying type, and then immunity to ground is going to go a real long way. And a similar mentality to what we use against Mars here. We go for power-up punches against Jupiter, against the Zubat, even though it's not very effective. Neutral against the Skuntank because it's a part Dark type, part Poison. Dark Take's super effective, Poison Take's not very effective, and so combined it means it's a neutral hit. We go for the Red Bike in order to reflect the image of Charmander's flames, apparently, just because we're using a fire team. What am I doing? I didn't get a Ponyta. That's annoying, so that's wasted a bit of time, but not too much time. And now we have to go back and catch a Ponyta. Every other Pokemon will disobey
We're
us.
going with just like a normal name theme, but combined with the Pokemon, so it could be like Tonita. Of course you don't. Good. Excellent stuff. There we go. Good. Tonita the Third.
We're looking for a Ponyta with Flash Fire because it's just a more useful ability, taking no damage from Fire-type moves rather than Runaway. Gyarados can be difficult, especially in the rain, and there's a forced double trainer encounter with Gyarados just before Veilstone City, just before the third gym. I mean, Tonita's down here, but hopefully we'll be able to just clinch the knockout because Gyarados is such low HP. At the same time, we are losing our resources fast. Does Hounderek have what it takes here? The bite, gonna be enough to secure the KO.
Oh! No way! There's no way it's a first try victory against the Gyarados trainer. That is nuts.
Well, I've got good news for you, my friend. It certainly is. And now, of course, we've got super effective damage against Kadabra.
Nice reflect.
And Houndour now evolves into our Houndoom. So really, our power level is increasing up and up with this team. We're really leveling up and going through our evolutions quickly, and that early boost to Fire's power may well stand it in good stead. Going to do some shopping for some TMs in Veilstone Department Store. Solar Beam is great for covering some of Fire's weaknesses, but first we've got Fighting.
Psychic move here would be annoying. That's also annoying.
Flame Wheel is just shy of a KO onto this Meditite, unfortunately, and Drain Punch means that Meditite is going to recover a decent amount of HP. So let's see if we still have enough gas in the tank to be able to sweep through Maylene. Flame Charge, Machoke pretty bulky in terms of physical defense. Well, indeed, Bulldoze just the one shot, and even if it weren't a one shot, it would lower our speed.
Burn or flinch? Neither, sure.
We don't get the luck against the Machoke, but in our next attempt here, the Fire Fang is able to get the KO.
Lucario outspeed, and that's a crit. Lovely.
So we do decent damage back to Lucario, but it's just not enough. So I decide that it's time to do some leveling up. Now, I've swapped in all of the Pokemon from our box here that will ultimately make it onto our team, even though some of them will be disobeying, and I don't want to put some of them in range of disobeying. Above level 30, they will start to disobey after Maylene. However, sometimes you've just got to trust that they're going to act, because it can just be the difference between a loss and a win, and all you need is a little bit of good luck to going away. I say that, but, you know, sometimes it just seems like the tallest order in the world. We're going to try and set up with Chim Charlie here. We go for a power-up punch. It's just shy of a KO, and unfortunately, if Ninetales obeys us, that's fairly guaranteed, right? Ninetales, with its Drought ability, sets up the Sun, and that means that fire moves are powered up. And that's not just the case for Ninetales, but it's going to be the case for the other Pokemon on the team too. Pretending not to notice because it's beyond the obedience cap.
It's only 2 levels higher than the cap. I mean, that's a bit excessive.
However, the further you get from the cap, the more likely you are to disobey, and as I said there, I'm only 2 levels higher, so just maybe we can get an attempt where we obey.
Nice!
Connect with the Flamethrower, and you can see how huge that is. We just get the KO onto the Machoke. Now, Lucario has to face off against this Magmortar. We have Fire Punch. We no longer have the Sun.
Oh!
Magmortar, despite the disobedience, does act.
Are you kidding? The 1 HP. But thank you for acting, Magmortar. Oh! And again! But it's 1 HP again. Oh, Drain... That's a silly amount of damage, come on. Ah! The one time we need you to. I'll be honest with you, Tonita. You've got quite a tall order ahead of you. Yeah. Yeah.
We're now going for an alternative strategy where we reduce Majoke's defense and go for power-up punches to boost our own attack with Chim Charlie. Nearly the one shot. Oh, that's painful.
However, that Drain Punch might put it out of healing range. Oh, it probably outspeeds us. Oh, this was stupid. Yeah, really stupid.
Unfortunately, Houndoom is just a health pack here for Lucario, recovering all of that damage with a super effective Drain Punch. Attempting the bulk up here, we just need Ninetales to obey.
Nice! Well, that should do it. There we go. It's as simple as that.
And we get a victory against Maylene. I gotta say, I think I've made more of a meal out of that gym leader than I needed to. I just should have trusted the obedience.
You know you want to turn around. Yeah. Ooh, that was a swift one as well.
Beauty Boss strikes again, but we're able to get through, and we picked up a Heart Scale there in order to teach our Houndoom Thunderfang. This is going to be huge. Coming into Crash Awake, who leads off with the Gyarados. Takes double super effective from Electric.
Gyarados may well outspeed us as well. And one-shot our Houndoom, which would not be ideal. Great, let's do this! It might actually be a better play not to lead with Houndoom. Have something get knocked out. And then Houndoom comes in unintimidated. Mischievous agreed, Jane. Right. Oh, we do outspeed. Without the Intimidate, that's still not... Oh, wow. Obviously, Brian does more damage when we're lower health. Okay, that's amazing. And once we beat this gym, I don't think we have to deal with Disobedience again, because level cap becomes 50, so it's good stuff. That's very consistent. Delighted about that. Now, Quagsire. I guess we just bite and hope for flinches. The fact that we outspeed the Gyarados is massive too. Rather than a water move. Interesting. Quagsire's so funny, look at it. Just happy to be here. Flinch. Skull, fine. Okay, now let's hope for obedience, shall we? Okay, let's do that again for Floatzel. This might not one-shot Floatzel. That was a good move. Well, thank you, Wake. How kind. And if it doesn't one-shot, maybe Wake will heal, but we'll find out. Loafing. Bite's annoying because of that. Oh my goodness. What were we even worried about? What were we even worried about?
Yes, water is super effective against fire, yet somehow it's a first try victory against Crash Awake.
Turn around. Nice.
Now, I've learned from the last round to pick up some items as we go, like these citrus berries, and also some PP restoring items like ether. In other words, the number of times we can use a certain move in any given battle. And that will pay dividends for the Elite Four, and now we head into Fantasy.
Nice. Of course, this might cause a heal as well. Now we're boosted. Or just the one shot. Aftermath isn't great. Wow. I did not think the bite would be that powerful, and that we would one shot after one boost. Gengar. I'm sure that at least one of these Pokemon will get to know a ground-type move at some point. As well. Should be helpful, especially against Flynn, against the Fire Elite Four member. Thank you for snapping out. Oh, wow. I thought that would one-shot, and Curse Body is annoying there. Ugh. And now she's going to heal. Alright, Max. Thank you. Still not the one-shot. By all means, get through our hyper potions here. It was alright. Sound like for days. Oh. Doesn't she realise we're doing a speed run? The burn is great, because that now makes it a 2-shot. Nice. For now, she gives us a round of applause. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Please, please. It's too much. It's too much. 2 streams, 5 badges. 1 type. And a first try victory against Fantina. Well, this is going very well. Will it all fall apart for Steel? I don't think so, because we're super effective against Steel as well. Got a couple of ground and rock moves that Byron can use, but look at this. We are steamrolling through. The sturdy means that Steelix is hanging on with 1 HP. It also switches off our sun, which is annoying, so fire moves won't be as powerful now. We didn't heal.
But there's no heal, and that means that Ninetales can sweep through that, breaks the sturdy on Bastiodon so that an incoming Pokemon can just claim the knockout here. Stone Edge is absolutely fine because we now have Infernape, which is the final form of Chimchar. Very powerful fighting type moves, close combat, thank you very much. Goodbye Bastiodon. And now we're on to a little bit more Team Galactic. Now you might remember from the grass run last week that Perugly was a bit of an issue going for U-turn alongside the Golbat that could do the same. But this time we have a fighting type Pokemon. I just want to show you how much easier it is when you're using one of those fighting type Pokemon. And now we head into Gym 7.
Candice, as soon as anyone challenges her with any fire Pokemon, it's like, GG. Okay, it does outspeed us. Maybe we should have got Mach Punch. I really thought that... Oh, it's Chople. Ah, so I should have just gone for... Let's start with Fist Blade. Crazy. Anyway, I should have just gone for Flame Wheel. Mach Punch. Goodbye. Flame Wheel. The burn. Brick Break. She might heal. Probably will heal. Nope. Goodbye. Flame Wheel. Yeah. Great. First try victory. Are we surprised? Right, so now I've got to save the world. All in a day's work.
For the grass team, it took 12 tries, but first try for fire, are we surprised? That's Cyrus down, that's Saturn down, but the hardest of all...
Ledge Boss. Oh, good job.
So easy to accidentally hop down off that ledge. You see, that's one of the ethers I picked up.
Tiny Mushroom, thank goodness for that. Well, now I can rest easy, heading into the saving the world segment. We've got a Tiny Mushroom, everybody. Cyrus is like, I will surrender the world to you. I'll give up my plans as long as you give me a Tiny Mushroom. Here you go, Cyrus. Thank you.
We reached the summit of Mount Coronet.
The Eye of Sauron.
And now we have to go into this really interesting sequence.
We'll go down next turn. So we go over the Bronzor. Oh no! I did not mean to touch the Munchlax. Oops. Sorry, Barry. Sorry, Extinguisher. Can you imagine that actually happening? You're trying to save the world together. It's like, oh, sorry, mate.
It's a double battle and you can't save after it, so hopefully we can defeat Cyrus first time here. And yeah, apologies again to my rivals Munchlax.
He's angry. I think we'll be okay this time. Here's this music again. Sending out the head, Hunch Crow. Does have, I think, the crit chance. I real man Bubblehead, yeah. It is Gyarados. If we can get the burn here, that'd be nice. That was a crit, I was gonna say. I could Will-O-Wisp it, couldn't I? Coming out speed. Ooh, takes it pretty well. Whack-ham. Could you stop one-shotting, please? Did that very well. Quick Claw and Tailwind. Bit excessive. Para. Nice. Cross Poison is a cool move. Okay. Cool in my opinion. We outspeed the Honchcrow. I always forget that Weavile is Cyrus's ace. Doesn't seem quite right. I know it's a dark type, but... Hangs on, okay. Oh. Oh no, Ice as a secondary type Cyrus doesn't seem right. Super, okay. Well, that's GG then. This Fire team is unbelievable. I'll tell you what, big difference between this team and the Grass team, of course, is that Fire has a weather associated with it. Grass is grassy terrain. But I don't think it goes as hard as Fire, especially because we don't have an ability that automatically sets it in BDSP, so that's a big drawback. Time for a shiny Dialga, what's this? Nah. One day. It will be, one day. I haven't even fully healed. Such is my hubris, potentially. Let's see.
First try victory against Cyrus, we're blazing through.
Yeah, we'll close combat. Oh! You have Surf and you outspeed. How tasty. I really enjoyed playing in, actually, Regulations at F with a... Nah, fake. I forgot about that. That's just Flamethrower. Glad I didn't Will-O-Wisp, because that's a special move. Yeah, there we go. Ninetales just a bit busted. I wish we could have nicknamed it, but it was traded over, so I couldn't. In fact, this Ninetales is from Pokemon Shield. Yeah, because I was hatching Vulpix with Drought in Pokemon Shield. Way back when I was playing Shield. Yeah, that was it. The Houndoom is from Scarlet, or Violet actually. We might now not KO. Let's try. Oh, we do. Perfect. Another first try victory.
And now, we get through Victory Road with a max elixir to boot.
Please turn around. I know you want to. Come on. Wow. I can wait all day. I know you do turn around. Is it worth it? Do you turn around? Okay, maybe you don't.
Waiting for the trainers to turn around to save time.
Big mushroom. We got a tiny mushroom now. Big mushroom, everybody. So we are rolling in it.
Tiny Mushroom has a friend, and I haven't really talked about the rival because there hasn't been much to say. He's been pretty easy every encounter we've had, but this is the final one. We named him Extinguisher because, of course, that's the enemy of fire. Oh, we have to face him just before we take on the Elite Four, but that's an immediate victory against Extinguisher.
With the right preparation, we may well be able to do this first time.
So I'm going to go and get some TMs, get some more items that we might need in order to try and defeat the Elite Four as swiftly as we can. Get another Heart Scale in order to teach Flare Blitz over Flame Wheel to Jim Charlie. And we're going to go for Swords Dance on Tony to the third as well.
I mean, we've got Bug first, so it should be fine. It should be fine. There comes a point where you've done all the prep you can. So everybody, here's attempt 1, and maybe this will be the only one, of our Fire Monotype Speedrun Elite Four in BDSP. Let's do this. There he is. E.
And Grass, it took 9 hours 11 minutes to reach the Elite Four, whereas for Fire, we're about a couple of hours under that.
Yeah, we can take that for days. Might now go for Toxic. And we're wasting the sun too. Yeah, there's Toxic. I think we could still do it though. Yeah, bye-bye. Oh. Yeah, that's an issue, isn't it? In outspeeds. Good to know. Okay, it outspeeds Charizard as well. Good, 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 good. Lovely. What is going to outspeed this Heracross? What's our fastest Pokemon? Charlie. What? You're right, how fast is this thing? Well, that means it outspeeds everything else. But it'll be good intel to know if any of our Pokemon can take this earthquake. We'll be fine. Okay, well, it's kind of humbling to be absolutely rinsed by the Bug-type gym leader when you're a fire team. If we have to, we can resort to X items as well, but I just don't think we'll need to.
There is no way that it's a loss against Aaron. We're super effective against bugs.
You might have double super effective on us, but we also have double super effective on you. Can we take this rock slide before the flame orb? No. Good. The crit. The crit might have mattered. What's not ideal? Oh! Great! Went for the facade. Okay, good. We are back in this. Let's hope that we outspeed the rest of them. Although, Beautifly might go for Quiver Dance. Okay, well now we know that we go for Flamethrower in the future. Quiver Dance, sure. Sun is still there, but it's about to fade. Oh! It can take it. Puts out of heal range, so we'll take that. In the sun with a Swords Dance? Are you joking? This can burn. Okay, Swords Dance is going to have to put in more work than that, and it's got Earthquake, so that's lovely. I don't think Close Combat's going to do this, but it'll be good intel. It outspeeds us, but we do hang on, which is also good to know. That's going to be a heal. We won't waste the Close Combat. We'll go for Mach Punch. Hopefully that... Yeah, that's going to put it in heal range. I think this battle can be much quicker anyway, to be honest with you. Nice. Hit yourself again. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Aaron's team keeps getting crits. This is not good, chat. We might outspeed. We should outspeed. How do we not? Okay. Okay, so that's a second loss against Aaron. We're fine. We'll be fine.
Are we fine? We still need to find the strat. We haven't got past the first member of the Elite Four. What a fall from grace for Fire that has been so fantastic up to this point. We get some friendship bonuses here with Charizard against Heracross. The air / double super effective. Is this finally the run that we need, especially with Charizard expelling the poison with the power of friendship? That's something that can happen in these games. Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, which really is going to pay dividends when we're running a mono-type team.
Plot armor, yeah, true. Plot Armorzard. The Drapion outspeeds. I just find that fascinating. It's huge that doesn't KO here. Ah! Oh, the crit. That probably mattered. Oh well, we've done Aaron. I don't think it should be that hard going forward.
Well, finally we've done Aaron, and now Bertha that's super effective against us with ground.
So maybe actually we just tear through. Let's see if Solar Beam KOs here. It does! Okay, it takes it. One nasty block would have done it. Bulldoze. I think we should still outspeed, though.
We're using Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl for these runs, by the way, because they're the only Pokemon games we have for the Switch that function like the retro games we all know and love. Friendship bonuses aside.
Oh, full restore anyway, so it doesn't matter. I think we probably still outspeed Golem, too. But Golem has Sturdy, like I said. Oh, we don't outspeed. Okay. We can Mach Punch to break Sturdy. Earthquake. Does KO us. Shame. Let's try and set up Sunny Day. I think that's our best play. Of course that hits. Stone Edge is much more likely to miss. I also thought we'd still outspeed. Interesting. Right, well, Dart Balls can flinch. Flinch, flinch, flinch. Nice. Ugh. I could have gone for Solar Beam, although actually it wouldn't have mattered, would it? Okay, crit or flinch. Crit or flinch. Flinch. No. Miss. Yeah, this Sturdy is very annoying. Okay, we've made it to Hippowdon. Okay, can we do this? Actually, with Charizek in the back, if Hippowdon doesn't have a rock move, then we could get off a 2-turn Solar Beam. So we could also burn Hippowdon here. Ugh. Took that very well, didn't it? If Hippowdon doesn't have a rock move, then that is wonderful. It doesn't! I think Flamethrower might be more reliable than Solar Beam here, especially because we could get a burn. And we take the crunch for days. For literally days. Flamethrower plus burn should do it. Just in case, we'll go for Solar Beam. Well, who'd have thought? Oh. That the Bug Gym... Okay. Solar Beam is not the play. A Citrus Berry would have been good here, because now we might lose. Oh! Oh, but the Sandstorm. Oh! And it subsides. No way. Are we going to do this? On literally 1 HP, are we going to beat Bertha? Yep. Wow. Bertha's a first try victory. The ground one, who's super effective against us. Aaron is a third or fourth try victory. The bug one, who we're super effective against. You can't write it. You can't write it. Will it be a first try victory against Flint? Let's find out. A very lucky run against Bertha, but now Flint also uses fire. Will it wall us? Okay. Rapidash does outspeed. Hypnosis does hit, but we have Chesto. Now I guess we hope that it misses. I mean, it's only like 60% accurate, so we can't be too surprised about that. We're going to go for another close combat. Good thing we outspeed. We'll close combat just so as not to lose health. Oh, nice. I was not certain that that would KO. The Drifblim we really want to take care of before too long because it has Minimize and can also batten past that onto the Infinite. If you want to see that cause havoc, check out the grass run that I did last week. So here, we Flare Blitz. Oh, okay. Charlie, you're busted. Infinite, hats off. We lose half our health, but I would say it's worth it. Now, what level is Flint's Infinite? Is there any chance we outspeed? Even if not, we can Mach Punch, and with the Swords Dance, and it's got a Focus Sash, so that's probably our best play anyway, actually. Yeah, 61, so it does out-level us. If we Mach Punch, we'll deal hefty damage and break the Focus Sash. Nice, nice, nice. And it's just reduced its own defenses unnecessarily, so we will definitely take that. The main character energy hero of this run. Thunder Punch. Fine. That's less fine. That is less fine. Oh, that's so annoying. And I nearly equipped a Citrus Berry. You're going to have to tough it out, my friend. Of course you don't. Air Slash is 95% accurate. Oh, that sucks. Okay, we hang on, so that's good to know. And another defense drop. Oh, are you joking? Well, that's going to be a full restore, surely. Is there a chance here? The Air Slash missing is kind of detrimental. Well, it's very detrimental. It's might be ruinous. It keeps reducing its defenses, so that is definitely going to work in our favour. By all means, reduce your defense even more. Maybe it's like -4, and in the sun, yeah! First try victory against Flint. We're on to Lucian. Is it going to be, well, we lost against Aaron like a billion times, but other than that, is it going to be a first try victory? To a certain extent, on the Elite Four. And another first try victory. Bear in mind how much better Fire is doing than Grass. We have to use multiple heals and in-game items, which is something I'm going to try to avoid using in-battle items unless we absolutely have to. That's quite a lot of damage. Also, it outspeeds us. We do have the Citrus, though. Oh, please say we take another Dazzling Gleam. That'd be annoying if we don't. Oh, this Mr. Mime might put a spanner in the works. Oh. Oh. Okay. Ninetales might outspeed. It should outspeed. I'm surprised Houndoom didn't outspeed the Mr. Mime, to be honest with you. We're wasting the light screen turns. Oh, we have Shadow Ball as well. Okay, we do outspeed. Ooh, we take that really well. We are now wasting our sun turns. Reflect is fine. Did light screen fade? Either way. That is silly low damage. We're at +4. Is Flamethrower going to do more? I know it's light screen. Yes, it is. Okay. Light screen should fade now. Yes. Okay, we've still got the sun. Metachan probably outspeeds, and that's annoying. It does not. Okay. Filter. That'll be it. Thank you, Jerome. Right, the sun now goes, so I assume Shadow Ball is going to be better. Filter is why Mr. Mime wasn't taking as much damage as expected from Shadow Ball. It reduces the power of super effective.
It outspeeds, but it uses Future Sight. It did this last run as well. And also, I feel like the Future Sight never actually hit.
Houndoom was all set to be the star of this Elite Four member. And alas. Okay, we'll go to Flamethrower off for good measure. It might go for Trick. Okay! The crit. Sure. We have also set up a bit. Now it's just Bronzong, which against the fire team... Sorry, buddy. Wow. So after a terrible start, and I cannot emphasize that enough, an atrocious start, it's the first try victory against Lucian. Now, the question remains, do we save? Or if we lose, we go all the way back? Let's not save. We'll keep the jeopardy. Alright, everybody. The run ender for so many in Pokemon Generation 4. The final boss. The person standing between us and this Fire Monotype run being complete. It's going to be the one, the only, Cynthia. Enjoy this music. Right, we plot. Oh, the way Spiritomb chuckles. We don't have the sun set up for Solar Beam, which is a shame. We plot. Going for a special defense drop, which it doesn't get. Thank you, Luke. We plot, and we outspeed, so that's good. And now... Yeah, Flamethrower is more powerful. We Flamethrower. Nice. One down. If Milotic comes out now, we can Dark Pulse. Or Gastrodon. Flinch, 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 or KO. Oh, ho, ho. Doesn't get the flinch. Oh well. Because now, we send out Ninetales. Gastrodon's going to heal. So we can nasty plot. Alright, Solar Beam. See you later. Bring out Milo. I dare you. I dare you. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's not a one-shot. Miracle. Cynthia. I'm actually... You know when you're just impressed? We do want to take advantage of the sun while we can. Okay, we'll switch in Max Mortar. What are we exactly, Luke? Nice. Thank you to the sun. Nice. 3 down. Roserade. Sure. We have Sunny Day on this as well. Flamethrower. Oh, come on! Okay, Sunlight fades. We can boost our speed with Rapidash as well. We'll go with Rapidash. Roserade outspeeds the Pokemon with Rapidash in its name and gets poisoned. So that's nice. Oh, how did... Oh, I guess because Roserade is a full 8 levels higher than us. I guess that'll be why. Yeah, that's a shame. Okay, so that was a waste of Rapidash. I think I'm just going to go for the Hail Mary Flare Blitz here. This is the fastest Rose I've ever seen. We literally have an ape. Probably knock ourselves out. Okay, we don't. Is it going to be a first try victory? Do we outspeed him, Lucario? We probably don't. So we could get a Mach Punch off. Go for Mach Punch. That's great damage. Okay, now Charizard. Charizard really is setting itself up to be the main character in this run. Does Lucario have a rock move? The best thing against us is Dragon Pulse. Flamethrower. It's not inconsiderable damage. Well, we've made it to Garchomp. Can we make it further? Fortunately, Charizard not able to take advantage of Solar Power.
Solar Power is Charizard's ability, and it means that its moves are powered up in the sun that Ninetales sets, and any Pokemon with Sunny Day, but the sun only lasts for a few turns.
Can we take a hit from Garchomp? Dragon Breath we could paralyze, that's probably our best play. Okay, we can't take a hit from Garchomp. Okay, well that's a shame. Getting through the Elite Four was easy enough. I'm thinking we can first try every single member of the Elite Four this time around.
Are you thinking that? Are you really? Well, it might be fair enough to think it, but I mean, look, here's Aaron again. Rock Slide. It's just the one shot onto the Charizard. It seems to be every single time. So, we now have our Infinite Pin, and we're able to outspeed, fortunately.
Substitute. Yeah, that's true. Substitute could go a long way.
And so I pick up some Substitute TMs. I'm not convinced about the strategy yet, but let's give it a go, shall we?
Oh, Wayfarer, thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome to the Merri folk.
Hey, here's an idea. Why don't you subscribe as well if you're enjoying the video, but from one sub to another?
Let's sub. A Soul Stance. That's fine. Might we outspeed the Heracross now we have a speed boost? I mean, surely. How fast can Heracross be? It's got 2 legs and we've got 4. And we're behind a sub anyway. Okay. This is good. I could now Soul Stance again. I think I'm going to do that. Okay, we're plus... well, a difference of 5 now. Okay.
Substitute means you use some of your HP to put in this Substitute Doll, and so any hit, it will just go into the Substitute instead. Apart from Bug Buzz, like we saw, because it's a sound-based move and that goes through. So that means Tonita can take these big hits and stick around.
Nice. Well, who'd have thunk it? Our lowest level Pokemon, the one sweeping, and it's all thanks to Meddler's suggestion. Thank you so much for that.
I'm delighted to see Tonita the Third putting in work here, because it hasn't had its time to shine yet.
Still only just a 2-shot. If we had Earthquake, by the way, this might look different. But it's buried in Wayward Cave, and I don't think we have time, or it would add a lot of time to our run time to go and get it. Which, you know, if we have to, then we have to, but I don't think we do. Cross Poison, that is a 2, it's a crit, of course. Does have scope lens. Oh, but we get the KO. Nice. Meddler, thank you. The substitute suggestion really made that a whole lot more consistent.
So the MVP of that battle, very much Tony to the third, and now we teach Stealth Rock to Infinite because we need to break that sturdy on Golem, make sure we break it at full HP, meaning that we can KO it much more easily. And we do that. Now Charizard is able to go up against the Hippowdon. We're getting off these flamethrowers, but it's not doing too much damage, and the Sandstorm residual chip damage is adding up here as well. Bertha keeps healing. We keep getting crunched here. The flamethrower from Hounderric, that's also not enough. We're just so close every single time though, and the one shot with Earthquake, we try and set up substitute with Tony to the third. However, we're going to take a big Earthquake, and it's just not going to be enough to see us through. At least the Sandstorm subsides now. Flame Charge boosts our speed, but you can see how little damage it's doing to Hippowdon. Are we going to have to go through Aaron again? Yes, we are. We're now back, and we get that Flame Charge off just to show you that, in fact, Tony to the third can solo Aaron. But we're right back to Bertha. Houndoom goes down. Now we get the burn with Ninetales. It's just not very consistent on Bertha, is it? And we're going to want a more surefire victory than that. This time we're going to save before Flint.
We can't Swords Dance anymore.
And it's a good thing I did, because we have to reset and teach Swords Dance immediately, which was the strat that got us through Flint in the first place. Of course, I deleted that for Stealth Rock, but you can buy infinite TMs of Swords Dance, so that's fine.
So, Infinite and Charizard can sweep through Flint.
Is what we've learned, and now we save before Lucian as well.
Now, what should I... You should send out your final Pokemon. That's what I reckon. I think that would be a strong choice.
And Lucian does, and we're able to take him down with no issues again. So, back to Cynthia.
I don't do this one-handed because my hand's in the controller. Hope you enjoyed that.
I mean, I certainly enjoyed myself, and I hope you enjoy getting into the swing of the music as well. So Ninetales is pretty good at sweeping through the first few Pokemon of Cynthia, setting up a few nasty plots and then sweeping through while the sun is up. Only 2 nasty plots, so we still have access to the sun, is crucial, so that Solar Beam goes off in 1 turn, otherwise it would be 2, and that would take too long. Roserade, just like with the Grass Run, it's always more offensive than you think.
I'll just be KO'd, you know what I mean?
And it always takes around longer than you think as well. Especially with Cynthia going for all of these full restores. Getting the poison off, we're eventually able to get it with our Magmortar.
Thank you, Magmortar. However, we kind of like to switch in a different Pokemon here so we can set up before the Garchomp, so actually that might work against us, but we will see. Especially because Charizard is now fainted. Yeah, I think we now lose, actually. And it's all because Magmortar didn't let us set up against... didn't go down so that we could set up against the Lucario. That's why we say before Cynthia. Ninetales gives seems like a good path through the first 3. Now what on earth do we do? Hope for friendship bonuses, I guess. Alrighty. Again, great Pokeball stickers. 66. Friendship bonus! Not activated. Friendship bonus. Not activated. And I don't think Tonita the Third has what it takes, to be honest with you. Fine.
So it's another loss against Cynthia, but we did save right before, so hopefully we can make it right back there and maybe even clinch out the win here. This time we try and level up our Ninetales in order to try and get more one-shots and make things more consistent here. This is why you see we only set up 2 nasty plots earlier, because otherwise we lose the sun. And this time it's a consistent one-shot on Monotype, where sometimes that was arranged before. This time Ninetales hangs on. Okay. And that KO on Roserade is massive, and you can see how excited I was. Lucario sweeps us, but the Magmortar hangs on through the Aura Sphere. We respond after our Citrus Berry heal with the Sunny Day. This paves the way for our future Pokemon, especially Charizard with that Solar Power ability. The nasty plot just means that Cynthia's kind of throwing there. Lucario goes down for free because we hit it with a big Fire Punch.
So, Magmortar goes down. I will try a Solar Beam. No, not friendly enough to hang on. Crucially, Garchomp does not have Rock Slide. Swords Dance, but hopefully with power. Power. Okay. Swords Dance is brutal. Might not always go for that as well. But now I don't think we can do this. Unless with the power of friendship. If we get a power with Dragon Breath, this looks quite different. Tonita, you are too good to us. Unfortunately, you're the one that is least benefiting from the power of friendship in this situation. But appreciated. Crit Smart Strike. Alas.
So I'm trying, but the Swords Dance, we never get the power of Dragon Breath. It seems like this might be just too steep a hill to climb.
Surely this is possible. We are so close.
Well, I do keep trying. The Dragon Breath, even in the sun, is not enough damage, and we're just not getting that paralysis, and so I have a difficult decision to make.
We need the friendship bonus. We need it not to go for Soul Stance there. Okay. We lose deliberately. We get some X speeds.
Because I saved before Cynthia, it meant that I had to lose in order to get out of that situation and get some stat boosting moves. Now remember, we haven't used any in-battle items over the course of this run, which is a much better statistic than we had for Grass, but now we have these X speeds, so hopefully for Cynthia, we can outspeed some things and finally get the KO onto Cynthia's Garchomp. We know that Aaron is consistent now thanks to Medlar's suggestion of the Rapidash sub strategy. Hey, Medlar was watching the stream and hops in with that suggestion. If you want to help me do these live as well, then make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on so you know when I'm live. Bertha is still not very consistent. At least we have the Stealth Rock here. We keep getting the burns on the Hippowdon too, and that's really lucky.
Needs to teach Sword Stance. That was crucial. I think we can still do it.
Can we still do it? Well, Ninetales are sweeping through the Steelix here, and we're going to sweep through the Lopunny as well. Drifloon is trying to get these minimizers off.
Yeah, here we go. Come on. Please hit this. Still please hit this. I've got a Focus Ash, thank you.
Baton Pass means that the evasion boost on Drifloon is passed onto the Infernape, and that means it's much more likely to dodge moves.
That's good.
But we are able to connect with that Air Slash. Drifloon, we're so close!
Because it can still do that. And now he's going to full restore. What an annoying Pokemon.
Is all going to end at Flint before we can make it back to Cynthia.
Just one more. Just one more. I really thought that was doomed. Do we save now?
Well,
Yep.
luck was on our side, and Charizard,
Right.
the main character first becoming of this run, was able to clinch it out. We save and we go on to Lucian again.
From a heal, at least, from Lucian. Right, we're back to Cynthia.
Now, at this point, I've been streaming for about 4 hours, and so I was just desperate to get
wow.
this challenge done on this stream.
What a marathon.
Deliberately losing at Cynthia means I lost the citrus
Oh,
berries
too
and the
often.
ethers that I had used in the previous run, so I've got to be very careful.
Oh, Rich, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Thank you. Really appreciate that, my friend. Citrus to Ninetales and presumably Charizard. Okay. Let's hope for some friendship bonuses too. Here we go. That's just too much damage. Still a two-shot. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. You do have a citrus. So this is where we X speed. Doesn't Swords Dance. That is big. Air Slash can miss. Just out of range of a two-shot. And the crit. That crit probably matters. Even if we revive here, Charlie would have to... hang on through friendship. Which it does. Nice. We need Tonita to go down now so that Charizard can come in and benefit from the sun. Okay. It's not going for Swords Dance anymore, and we will definitely take that. Sunlight fades, but... that's just not enough damage, but the flinch. The flinch. Now, if we do one more, she's going to heal. Air Slash, a special move, just needed to double check. To make absolutely certain. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I'm keeping it down because it's quite late. Oh, that's such a relief. Oh my goodness me. I've been streaming for nearly 4.5 hours. Thank you so much, Ariel. Thank you, Nunskis. Thank you, Rich. Riley, Nunskis. I'm so lucky to have you all. Such a supportive community. Wow. Now we get to see the finishing timestamp and how it compares to Grass. Grass was 10 hours 24. Our starting timestamp here, 16 for the fire run, so let's see. I'm not sure the crit mattered though, because we were then at +2 special attack. Well, either way, we did it, and 4.5 hours into the stream, let me tell you, I was so ready to say those words. Ninetales wanted the MVP, setting up the sun for the entire rest of the team. Like Magmortar, Sunny Day useful, not the most useful Pokemon, but Chimcharlie, Infinite, definitely a special shout out to Chimcharlie there. Houndouric didn't really pull its weight that much, let's face it. Charizard, obviously incredible in that final battle, and yeah, proved to be the main character indeed. And then Tony to the third, fantastic against Aaron. Now what I think it has to be Ninetales out in front, followed by Infinite, Charizard then, Rapidash. We'll put Magmortar in there next, Houndoom last, but let me know if you agree with that ranking. So our timestamp there, 8 hours 50, our starting timestamp was 16 minutes, 8 hours 34 minutes is the overall times. And so Fire has well and truly beaten Grass, and using fewer in-game items, I got better at picking up the HMs along the way. And next week we do Water. Will Water beat both of these, or will it be somewhere in the middle? Concluding thoughts, having the ability to automatically set the sun with Ninetales was massive for all of our Pokemon to benefit from. The Grass type doesn't really have an equivalent. It's got Grassy Terrain, but there are no Pokemon as of Gen 4 that can automatically set Grassy Terrain on the field, and it's just not as powerful. Also, Fire, of course, matches up so much better into Team Galactic, whereas Grass really struggles with all the poison types. Overall, just the power level higher and great secondary types too. But thank you so much for watching, everybody. Once more, please do like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. It would mean a huge amount. Check out my podcast, Chazingdra, chats, dream teams, and life stories of people in the Pokemon community. I'm Charlie Merriman, Merri by name, Merri by nature, host and commentator for the Pokemon Video Game Championships. I'll see you next week for the Water Run, and with that being said, thank you. You have a very merry rest of your day. The end.